Welcome, everyone. There's a bird circling over there. Anime the Woo here, drinking a non-piping hot and a non-caffeinated beverage. I will get a coffee a little bit later, but starting off a little H2O, some water. As the recording of this, it is May 22nd, 2023, and I don't even know what I'm going to do today, except pal around with a buddy of mine, World of Micah, who I'm going to meet up with over on International Drive. And then from there, who knows? But whatever happens, I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Been seeing a few gators around here lately. I'm not seeing any at the moment. I thought there was one right over here, but I think it's just a stick. So I'm going to go to my car and then head over to iDrive. See where the day goes. Sometimes I like having no game plan whatsoever. I like having no agenda and just, you know, seeing where the day goes. That's what today's gonna be. Always a little bit of a backup and a bottleneck right here at the 535 interchange going eastbound on I-4. But it's moving, at least it's moving, but haven't got all the road work fixed yet, so still backed up. All right, I made it over to iDrive, and believe it or not, World of Micah is here too.
Just looking at this, the new mirror maze. They threw this up. Like, I don't remember them doing any construction.
I think it used to be a restaurant or something at one time.
Cool, Ripley's has got two places now.
Ripley's is taking over.
Right over here, there used to be a statue. I think they removed it.
Yeah, the little sculpture over here that Micah was reminding me, if you touched it, you would get pregnant if you touched it. They've removed that. Maybe it was a true story and they have just decided to put this gator here instead. So if I touch that gator, will I have a little
like junior? Like
a
Arnold?
little junior? That's right. I'm gonna touch it. I don't want to touch that, right? I don't know what's gonna happen. There it is, the infamous International Drive sinkhole in 1992. Fine laser construction, please believe it or not, unearthed a mighty roar of defiance. The earth opened and literally tried to swallow up the new arrival on iDrive. This is the sinkhole. There's like a metal lion or a tiger or a bear over there. Oh my, it is a tribute to the architect's vision of the builder's valiant efforts of this incredible, inedible edifice still stands. In a matter of speaking here on International Drive. And the building's kind of neat because it's like kind of sideways. So I'm guessing this is the homage to the 1992 sinkhole. You know what? I've never noticed this before. There are a lot of sinkholes in Florida, and I just saw another one I didn't know about. Now I know Micah stopped by when they were tearing it down. I kind of did the progress of them building it, partially planning on tearing it down, but I think Micah showed out here the day they were kind of yanking it down. Not this. This is still open, even though it's not open at the moment. And so is the wheel, but the drop tower that was over there, probably since even the last time you were here, it's probably completely gone.
It was weird. I watched them put up the first like pole on it. I was watching them put like a lot of the stuff when I was on the wheel the last time I ever rode that. And then the last time I was here, they were actually removing it. So I saw both sides of the progress.
Have you seen it now that it's completely gone?
I haven't.
Should go over there, check it out.
Yeah.
All right, they definitely have leveled it. It used to be right here. Still have the slingshot. Slingshot's still there, but the drop tower is completely gone now. History.
Someone told me the slingshot's gonna stay.
The slingshot, I think, is staying. I think that's still active. Well, not at the moment, but on busy evenings. It's kind of bizarre being here because I was here when they were putting it up. You said you saw the first one when you were up there and they were putting the big pylon in the ground.
Yeah.
I think I did quite a few videos where I was just roaming around iDrive and was kind of seeing the progress of this. And now it's gone for good reason. It's not here anymore, so it's history. In fact, I think it was like more kind of over here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was here. They've actually
close.
It wasn't even here. No. So I'm pointing there. It really was here where these picnic tables were.
Yeah, in like this area.
Okay, so they pulled the little pylons out and then they've repaved it and put the brick down. Yeah, it was right here. First I was thinking it was behind that fence, but really it was right here. I think it went along the side of this. So yeah, there's just not even a trace of it left. You can even see some survey markers here where they've had those there to put the sidewalk in, or they're gonna do something else. And I don't even know if that's running. It did close for a while. I remember on New Year's Eve, people got stuck up there for like 2 or 3 hours. kind of an interesting building. I went in there when it, well, I guess it had been open a couple months, but it's basically a big parking garage. But on I-4, it's one of the largest Disney banners around, all digital, and it makes you think, also here comes the Lynx bus, but it makes you assume that the entire thing is a Disney store, when really it's just a teeny tiny store on the bottom level over here in the corner. The rest of it's just a parking garage. All right, we decided to go over here to the former Holy Land place. Got some news that they were tearing down the amphitheater today. I was here 3 weeks ago, and I thought it was gonna be the last time I would check this out. Thought it was gonna be gone by the time I got back. It's not gone, but they, at the moment, are tearing it out as we're standing here. So we're gonna get a view of them tearing this thing down. Could not pass up the opportunity to see this thing get bulldozed, honestly. Now, it definitely has been the end of an era for this roadside attraction, but this is definitely the end of the end of the end of the era. All scrap metal there, they're tearing out the scraps. You can see what's inside of there now. Pretty wild, right?
Yeah. See the staircase in there, man, like the backstage staircase.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. I mean, driving down I-4, this has been something everyone has seen for years. Oh wow, even on the back side of that building they're tearing a lot down. We should walk around the other side too. Wow. There will be a hospital coming here soon, very soon, an ER. Just ripping it all out, all the inner workings. It's like watching like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like watching a dinosaur going after. Just the heavy machinery, just so incredibly powerful.
Whatever that is.
It's like a whole room it just gutted out of there.
Yeah, it looked like an air conditioning unit at one point.
really glad I was here like 3 weeks ago and showed all the stuff that was there, because now it's just all rubble. It's where the tail fin from Jonah and the Whale, Moses and the Ten Commandments. I think Zacchaeus was up in a tree back in there. Noah's Ark was over in that corner. Gone. Come out here a couple days from now, this would be history. I mean, it's already gone, but
there's even some last remains of the Christmas lights on that palm tree right there. They used to light these up.
There's some of the theming there, those fake rocks made out of concrete, or maybe, yeah, probably concrete. I was gonna say styrofoam. Weird to me, because so many times I just stood right here and looked down at all the items that were in there. As you do something enough, it just kind of gets etched in your head, and then you see it like this and it's like, wow. So when this place is open, all the actors played the biblical character. We're all scattered through the courtyard. The front entrance is right there. A lot of rock formations over there.
Makes it look so easy, like it's weightless.
There still is that building that has not been touched yet, but soon. Then there's this little kind of castle-looking building that hasn't been touched. But as we show the other way, over there, that is the main amphitheater. It's being torn down. And I know I've covered this kind of from, I want to say its inception, but I was here, went 7 years ago when it was open. I went a few years ago when they opened for the 2 days after the events of 2020 and 21. And from what I heard, they opened it for tax reasons, so they could keep their status. Then they closed down for a while, shut down. Many times I walked up the side of this road and filmed down in there. And then a few weeks ago, I did an update. This will be my last one, because at the end of this month, I will be going out of town for a while, a pretty good amount of time. And by the time I get back, this will all be leveled and possibly had started construction on the hospital. So this will be my last look. 3 weeks ago, I said this is probably my last time because I thought it was going to be gone. I was wrong, it's still here. But I wanted to show it, and I'm glad I stopped by. Got those cumulonimbus building up there. About the only meteorologist word I know. I think hurricane season officially begins in like 5 days for Florida.
Something like that, yeah. It's coming up soon.
I saw a billboard going to Tampa yesterday, and on the side of the road, a meteorologist has a countdown clock on a billboard letting you know when hurricane season starts.
AKA summer.
Yeah. This might be the last relic of anything that says Holy Land.
Oh man, yeah.
Holy Land!
Holy Land.
Look at that.
Gonna get a photo there, just a half.
Yeah.
That's it.
There it is. Now made it downtown over to a parking garage. Parked in this structure right over here by Orlando Fire Station 1. You can see it out here out the window here. Now we walked over to Church Street now. And it looks like the train station here has seen better days.
Oh, here it comes.
Now when I think of this little area, I think of a lot of things. Church Street used to be a bustling beehive of activity back in the 90s. That was way before, I think this is called 55 South. Fun fact, I actually looked at an apartment here once, many years ago. Well, there weren't even that many years. Before I moved to Hollywood, I looked at an apartment here and I decided, you know what? I think I'll move back to LA. I always thinking of either moving to New York, moving to downtown Orlando, picked LA when last time I was out there. But every time I see this, I always think of The Miami Connection, the film Miami Connection. Did a detailed filming location of that. Classic, cheesy martial arts. That's a sunrail. Great martial arts movie starring YK Kim down here. They had a lot of the scenes that took place all through here. Still says Church Street up top there. Yeah. I guess it still is called Church Street Station, even though really nothing ever happening out here. The Bumby Block, dated 1886. Oh, you know what? The old neon is for Church Street is still up there too. So you can see the old neon signage is still on the little overpass walkway. A bygone era. You know, back in the 90s, you would pick up pamphlets around town and it would say Universal Orlando. Well, Universal Studios Florida is what it was called then. And then Disney and Church Street Station was like one of the big three then.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore. Now it's like not even in the top 100. Not even the top 174. This has been around for a long time. I have a fascination with like antique clocks. This clock is not correct. The clock up there is not correct, the correct time. If you even wanted to get a photo right there on that chair, you couldn't because it's all fenced off. My friend Scott Yukin and I, about, gosh, 7-8 years ago. All right, I just remember when I almost moved back to 55 West, which is right here. It wasn't when I moved to Hollywood, it was right before I moved to Celebration. I was trying to decide where I wanted to live, and I went and looked at an apartment there, but then opted for Celebration. I think I made the right choice. Also, I got my coffee for the day. CFS Coffee, right here at Church Street, on Church Street Station. Well, I've always wanted to see windshield washers. Ooh, you think they're almost done or they're heading up? They're probably almost done because it's like getting stormy out.
They probably start at the top and make their way down.
That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. I don't know if I've ever seen windshield wipers in person before.
Kind of reminding you of New York.
I know, I'm getting the New York vibes through here.
It is. Almost every building's like that.
Oh yeah, the old Crest building Micah was pointing out.
Yeah, next to the, I believe it's the Walgreens.
I never know what to call it, a 5 and dime or a 5 and 10. Oh, there's windshield wipers up top there too. 5, 10, and 25. Take a look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a guy with a beard right there. That's pretty neat. Right through the middle of his torso. Love these old buildings down here. More of the Crest building. Yeah, I've never, oh, they're painting. Oh, okay, they're not windshield wipers, they're painters. It's the same kind of platform though. Same kind of platform. New mural alert. Now Micah and I love Ernest Saves Christmas. So we're gonna talk about Ernest Saves Christmas once again. This is the corner where Jim Varney pulls up in the taxi. Right here. But in the movie, this was extended. There was either a fire, it was demolished, it was bulldozed. This building came out a little farther, but that mural over there is brand new. Take a look over there. Unbelievably real. That mural. Got the walk sign here. I got 13 more seconds to cross over South Orange. Go check out the mural. I got some bad news. Across the way, they've replaced the sidewalk.
They sure have.
Because they used to have this pattern over there that you could see in the scene from Ernest.
Right.
Gone. Everything's going away. You got a water slide, you got the sunrail, you got the Lake Eola Swans, you got an ice cream cone, you got a canoe, well, there's a MCO, Orlando International, there's the tower, there's a golf ball there, there's a basketball. I'm not sure what this is. What is this supposed to be in the middle? So you got the rocket from Kennedy Space Center, but what is this?
Roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, see
What coaster would that be?
I don't know. It looks like...
is there any coaster in Orlando that looks like that?
No, it looks like the Incredicoaster almost.
But Incredicoaster has two people side by side, and that's in Anaheim.
Look at that.
Oh, VR.
VR, that's right.
Yeah.
VR. The Walt Disney Theater up there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Next the convention center. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Nice.
No soccer.
I like all the tile work here. You can still see on the ground from like where the former establishment was through here. Yeah, there was a couple of them. Yeah, there was probably a storefront here. You entered in from this way. There's probably another one here and maybe another one there. There might have been 3. All right, I'm gonna give a little shout out to Splorin' Ryan. The ducks come in waves. The ducks come in waves. Now around this back parking lot used to be where bands would load in for the Social, still called the Social. Before that it was Sapphire Supper Club, and before that it was Downtown Jazz and Blues Club. Micah had a band that played here. I had a band that played here. I went to probably 100 concerts here in the day. Your sticker up on there?
No, I was just seeing if I knew anybody. These are newer.
Yeah, I mean these stickers get changed out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you load in right in here. I did it probably a dozen times in my day. I think you do know someone over here.
Dude, sick.
Right there.
What can I find?
Yep.
What?
I placed one. I did a little sticker slap on the sticker pole.
Look at that.
About 20 years after the fact when I played here, I finally put a sticker on the pole.
Yeah, you belong on here, man. You paid your dues.
I probably played a dozen shows in there and went to probably at least 100 concerts. Yeah. This is around the back door. This is not the back side of Water. It's the back side of the Social. Oh, this is pretty cool. They put up a plaque for me right here. The Woo. The Woo. Oh wait, no, it says the Woods right there. So, yeah, I finally found a big chair that we can sit in. Church Street Station one was fenced off. This is called Wall Street.
Right next to the Tiki Lounge.
This Wall Street has nothing to do with trading stocks.
Nope.
At all.
At all.
Things might be traded here. They're not stocks. And a Tiki Lounge.
Yeah, we walked in there one time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, the door was open.
I just wedged my tripod right down in here.
Yeah.
That's right, I remember we did go in there. It's a nice little hand carving here.
I think it's what this is called.
Oh, it's called Watiki.
Watiki.
Nice.
It's not heavily TV, but...
Yeah, Wall Street. Came down here a bunch of times. My friends, the Supervillains. Scott and Dom, the Supervillains, used to play a lot of shows with those guys back in the day. My band with their band. They'd play down here all the time. What if the Supervillains are still around?
Probably.
Sort of courtyard over here is pretty interesting. There's like some sculptures of gators and a gator wrestler. This is based on a real photograph of a guy, that, you know, exactly like this. Craig T. Usler. I didn't realize till I went inside the History Center, which is attached to this, a year or so ago, to realize that this was a real person.
Was it really?
Yeah, Craig T. Usler.
He's got this crazy look on his face.
Inside the History
You
Center.
gotta have that crazy look on your face if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, they have the photo inside there. Pretty good History Center. Right now they're having a Music and Mayhem thing in there, which I went to a few months ago. Pretty good. We have walked up to the amphitheater at Lake Eola. Walt Disney donated, and this is dedicated back in '89. And this is the amphitheater right over here. Now the seats are only used for purposes for special events, and they kind of have them roped off and whatnot. But yeah, this is the Walt Disney Amphitheater here at Lake Eola, and you see the fountain in the distance over there.
4 months after MGM opened.
4 months after. Oh, that's right.
October of '89.
Good call, yeah. And it looks like the storm clouds are kind of rolling in. If you follow this sidewalk around, past this flower garden, there is a full sculpture of a woman laying here in the grass. So if you look at it from the front angle, I'm looking at the foot now, from around the other angle, the front angle, you can see a woman laying here amongst the greenish grass berm. It's a woman made out of half of a berm. She's like kind of wedged in the hill here next to Lake Eola in downtown Orlando. This has been here for a very, very long time. Great photographic spot. City Beautiful, that's the nickname for Orlando. Don't even think about it. Is this a cross or a T there? Don't even think about king. King.
Skiing. The font's cool though.
Also no loitering. All right, we're back at the parking garage and get back in the car and see what else we can find to go do. I told you it's gonna be a random day. There's really no point to any of this, but we're just doing it. And in textbook Central Florida fashion, it is now raining, 3:38 p.m. There's the courthouse over there too. See it off in the distance. And check out this mural here. Pretty close to Mills, a block off Mills. Got some break dancing going on. We have made it over to the milk district because T.G. Lee and Milk and a lot of the companies that make milk are in this area.
Well, that's by Earl Funk. I know that guy. He did that mural.
Earl Funk made
he's a tattoo artist.
He made the R2-D2 that's made from a milk carton, like a lunchbox milk carton right there. Milk district. Oh, speaking of the devil right here. Here it says milk district. There's T.G. Lee right in front of us. That milk is no milk will ever be our milk. What about you, sideburns?
Rather have a beer.
Well, that was the parking lot I was just in, but I had to pull over to the next parking lot because this is where Kick Bright Buttons are located. They have like a little vintage store. I was hoping they'd be here, but I always choose days when places aren't open. It's kind of tucked away over here though. I did a meet and greet years ago at the Artagon Mall, which is now Desertland, and that was the booth. They had the booth there. Kick Bright Buttons had the vintage booth, and they let me utilize their space for a meetup. It's probably been, gosh, 6-7 years ago maybe. And also when I gave the button giveaway over a year ago, that was quite an undertaking. Thousands of buttons I had to send out. They ended up making the buttons for me. That's what they do that's what they do. Oh, there's Maryland over there. I need to stop back by when they're open though. Oh, there's the Orlando Magic mascot.
Yeah, Stuff, the Magic Dragon. Oh, a lot of buttons.
So it's interesting. At first I thought that they were on the main road here, but they're just kind of offset from the road.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
All right, these are their hours. And because as the recording of this, it's Monday, they're not open today. They'll be open tomorrow. A lot of murals in Orlando. These are good, kind of teaching about keeping the earth clean. Only one plastic bottle said 8 billion people. It's true. Pretty neat little vintage stores through here too. A nice little area of the Milk District. Sky looks pretty pretty intense over there. Raining a little bit now.
Just a little.
Yeah, we're actually going close to where Holy Land demo is happening. But imagine they stopped the demolition during this. There's a lot of rain coming out. A lot of precipitation. Yeah, that's going to be my last view of the amphitheater. Next time we'll be back in this side of town. Won't be for a while. Rainy view. Goodbye to Holy Land. We've now approached back to where we kind of started. Corner of Sand Lake and I Drive. I now have rain on my camera, dripping down. It almost looks like a hidden Mickey on top of the former world's largest McDonald's over there. Now called the Epic McDonald's. Also, they were going to build the world's tallest roller coaster on the other side of I Drive over there where that Perkins is, but that got scrapped. The rain has now subsided. It was like a downpour. Incredible downpour. Some bad weather came through Central Florida. Rained quite a bit. We were driving on I-4, but I think some of the worst weather missed the little section that Micah and I were walking through. I'm back in Celebration now, back home. Feels good out here now. It was a little toasty earlier, but the rain has cooled things down. And it's not quite summer yet, so the humidity, usually after the rain, it gets very, very warm. But it's still that springtime coolness, late springtime coolness after the rain, so it's pretty nice. I walked down to the lakefront. It's been a nice day. I like days with just no real game plan. Just being around friends. Today I got to hang out with Micah. Check his channel out at World of Micah. Known him for a long time, always a good time. Kind of catching up with him. There's a bird over here. Hello, bird. I'm at a stage in my life now where I just like to stay busy all the time. Kind of like this bird is staying busy with having his wings spanned out. Sometimes just doing simple, mundane things, just seeing where the day will lead you when you don't have plans. It just kind of keeps your mind active, keeps your body moving forward. Instead of just sitting around. I don't like sitting around. That's kind of what today was. And it worked out well because I was able to go see the last destruction of Holy Land. And that's going to do it for today. Ending in Celebration, just a casual day. Nothing too vital, nothing too important, nothing too stressful, nothing too out of the ordinarily crazy. You could even say nothing too topical. But it was a good day. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.